Yes, but then here's the problem, Adam Rafiq, that already we have seen violence in JNU. Do you not want peace to be ensured at all costs in Jamia?
We are the people making violence. We are not the people making violence. It is the right-wing gundas of ABVP, RSS and the administration who is making the violence in the campuses. We are peacefully making a 59 minutes documentary we are screening, and we will be going in a peaceful way. Why there is violence? You should ask to the different person why there is violence.
But Adam Rafiq, you must tell us, because students, ABVP activists in Jamia, in JNU say that it is Jamia's left students, people who may be part of your organization, were the ones who created violence in JNU.
No,
is that true?
No, that is a false propaganda. No, left students from Jamia went there and created a problem yesterday.
But they have photographs of students of Jamia from the left wing of Jamia inside JNU yesterday. And they've shared this with the police.
That is a false information you have got, because we are working on our today's screening work in Jamia.
And you are saying no one from the left in Jamia was part of the JNU violence which happened yesterday. Thank you so much, Adam Rafiq, for joining us. So, big charges there coming in. It's a left versus right kind of a war of words, Priyank, that I'm going to come to you over, that we have seen, be it at JNU and now even at Jamia. One important point that the SFI student was just making, he says that the police are working hand in glove with the ABVP and they're cracking down on the left.
See, Meghna, the sad part of this is that just to satisfy their political viewpoint, they are trying to put the country's picture in the international forum in the wrong light. They are talking about a documentary which has not been made by the Indians. It has been made by the British broadcasters. So certainly there is some sort of thing which the government has also found. They haven't series of documentary which have been released in the country. Either it be in favor of the Prime Minister or it has been against the Prime Minister. But this time, why are they falling deliberately into the trap of the international so why are they again falling into this trap? Whether that is a very conscious decision taken by the left students or whether they have been falling into the trap is something which we need to find out. That's a matter of investigation, but since they are students, they can raise a voice in the country. They are allowed to do so, but deliberately trying to, hush aside those advisories which are coming up from the ministry, which is supposed to take care of the social media propaganda, which certainly deals with several other kind of things which can be anti-national, which can vitiate the atmosphere. These students are denying it. That is something which is very important. While talking about the campus, Meghna, the situation is totally calm. What we have also got to know that now, after one of the ABVP students being pinpointed, targeted and claimed that he was the one who had hurled stones while the screening was happening, the ABVP has right now called for another round of protests. They have called the right-wing students to gather inside the campus at 3 p.m. So the situation still remains volatile after looking at what had happened yesterday. On one side, on the southern part of the national capital in southeast area, you have the protest call made by the students of Jamia University, and on the other side here inside the campus, once the left-wing students have already given a complaint, now it's time for the ABVP to come out and protest.
So this is going to be very interesting. ABVP is all set to protest here in JNU because they have also claimed on their part that they were being singled out and targeted. Priyank, you've been speaking to several of the students there. Tell us what the charges have been made by the left versus the charges which have been made by the ABVP in the two complaint and counter complaints which have been filed with the police.
In there, Meghna, it was so dark that it was difficult from the normal human eye to spot something there, that from which side the stones were throwing in between the crowd. Later to that, what happened right at this gate, because one of the students from the ABVP side, Gautam, who was trying to take the left-hand side of the gate of the campus, which was open yesterday, and he was trying to go to the other side of the road where the tea stalls are situated. That's a common joint for the students to go and stand there. He was picked up because his identity was already revealed to the students that he is associated to the right wing. He was, pushed, his collars was dragged. So he had also given a counter complaint saying that I was mishandled. They were about to abduct me. 200 people came and they started pushing me. God forbid if the media would not have been there, he would have been lynched. So the allegation of lynching has come out from the ABVP side. But the matter did not end there. Today, there have been series of statements which have been coming out from the ABVP side, but the left-wing students are suddenly silent on it because they were thinking about another strategy to hit out on the propaganda machinery which they have started. So after doing it inside the JNU campus, they are moving to the Jamia campus, which has also been under the limelight for the wrong reason, for the riot which happened there, the kind of violence which happened inside the campus. So these two campuses are expected to be the pinpoint location for the anti-Modi propaganda which has been started by the SFI.
We'll keep tracking the developments on that front. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates. Thank you so much, Priyank. Of course, later on at 4 p.m. we expect a protest to heat.